Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since his franchise. And that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. 55. Push him back. Hey, wahoo! Be grip.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The throw over the middle taken in. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That's good for a Jacksonville first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready? 90, Wolf. 54, Mike, 54. Here we go.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Hey, Steve, sit.
At the 47-yard line.
On second and 12, Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They'll go with a big bank Fournette and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on fourth down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it first and 10 at their own 42. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry, 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2 at the 50-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They'll run here with Blige. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now Blige. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Work to be done here on second and 16 after the sack. Balaj. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it,
they've got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 79 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The play fake to Balaj, now Rosen. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
10-2 start. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Send it over. 5. Send it west. Get.
Fournette, a first down carry. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now Minshew, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And it brings up third down.
Check, check. Go. Mike. 44, Mike, 44.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. This one into the hands of the running back, Balazs. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. He's got daylight past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Balazs, 47 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkle.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They run it with Balaj. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Rosen. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
We want it. Middle. Check 99. Check 99. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. So we got man.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Oh, I nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Just like that. Just like that. Check 9, check 9. Pilot, 64, weak. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey! You gotta... Snap.
Fournette running out of the gun. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the Jaguars send out their punter. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up second down. Play action here with Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Right back to him on first down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 41 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So just a three-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go. Deuce. Blue draw quarter. On the ball. Get it.
Now Leonard Fournette. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
218, chop it.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike, 44. Go team, spill. Slam.
Again, it's Balaj. A gain there of 21 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Trying to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Stop your body. Check.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And his kick is good. And that will even our score at 21. That drive took him inside to 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll run with Fournette, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now Fournette, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Go now. 60 outlaws.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, turn it up. Joker.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now it's Rosen looking. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now they'll pitch it out here. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Here's Rosen to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's a run with Balaj. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. That good for 22 and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
From the 44, Rosen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. The 30. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So how about that play? We had a tie ball game. Defense comes up huge. That's the definition of a big play for this defensive unit.
Not something that you see that happens often to a guy like, let's say, Jamal Charles. Remember 2015? Fumbled it in a key situation.
Roby, right?
Yes, exactly right. Bradley Roby picked it up and altered the ball game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Rosen on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, it's Rosen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rosen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. He's back to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Call it a gain of 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come get some. Come on, come get some. Hey, exit.
Now it's Rosen. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing now is Rosen. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Check three, Smith.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen got his man complete over the middle. That's Grant. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.
Yeah. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride? Never try. You will never know. You ain't never try. Work it out. Hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double dreams. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double dreams. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double dreams. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze, stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
Tell the wrist I was never